My fellow investors, fellow Jamaicans, the numbers are out. And for the RJR Gleaner Communication Group, the financial picture is looking increasingly complicated. Radio Jamaica Limited has reported a 9-month net loss of $502 million, a sharp and concerning jump from the $329 million loss recorded during the same period last year. Now, this is not just a bad quarter or a temporary dip in the cycle. It's a symptom of a deeper structural shift in how Jamaicans consume media and how businesses spend their marketing dollars. Revenue for the group fell by nearly 12%, landing at $3.56 billion, as the traditional advertising funded model faces its most intense pressure in decades. While the group managed to cut expenses by over $370 million through aggressive cost containment measures, those savings were simply not enough to outrun the shrinking top line. The December quarter, usually a harvest period for media houses, was particularly brutal, hit by a 28% drop in revenue following the disruption caused by Hurricane Melissa. This storm may have been the immediate catalyst for advertisers pulling back, but the underlying issue is what the board calls structural fragility. We are seeing the real-time fallout of what happens when a media giant's fixed costs remain high, while its primary income source, traditionally TV, radio, and print ads, is being cannibalized by global digital platforms. Management is fully aware that they cannot cost-cut their way to long-term prosperity, so they have launched a massive structural redesign. This involves shrinking their corporate maze of 13 different entities down to just 3 focus divisions. It is an aggressive attempt to simplify governance and cut the red tape that often slows down a legacy business. Part of this pivot involves extreme asset optimization. Staff are being relocated to centralized operations, and iconic properties like the North Street headquarters are under review for divestment. Even the printing business has changed, with a joint venture launched with Jamaica Observer to share the burden of keeping the physical presses running. But efficiency alone does not pay the immediate bills. To keep the lights on and to maintain operations during this painful transition, the group has been forced to take on $500 million in new loans. While this provides so much needed breathing room for liquidity, it also means that the group is trading a short-term cash fix for long-term debt obligations. The real test for Radio Jamaica is not whether they can trim the fat, but whether they can stabilize the revenue base before the cash runs thin. As local advertisers shift their budgets to global giants like Meta, Google, and TikTok, RJR is betting the house on its own digital transformation and the upcoming national transition to digital television. They are counting on the next-gen TV standard to offer new interactive advertising opportunities and data-driven insights that traditional broadcasting never had.
So we're actually the third broadcaster in the world to adopt ATSC 3.0 and to bring a service into operation, which we did on the 31st of January 2022. So we are a year plus now into our transitioning. And we're the first that have gone from analog straight to ATSC 3.0, which is a significant jump. And we're doing all of the other things with a lot of good support from different partners in the ATSC itself and others working with them to make this happen.
The infrastructure for this transition requires significant capital expenditure at a time when the company resources are already being tested. For investors on the Jamaica Stock Exchange and the general public, the fundamental question remains: can a 70-year-old media staple reinvent its DNA fast enough to survive the internet era? Or is that $502 million loss a sign that the gap between the old world and the new world is getting too wide to bridge. The coming months will be a masterclass in crisis management and corporate evolution. If the structural redesign works, it could serve as a blueprint for legacy media survival across the Caribbean. But if it falters, it may signal the end of an era for the nation's largest media conglomerate. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think of RJR's very sticky business position? Thanks for watching, and click the link on screen now to watch another Jamaican financial content. Catch you in the next one.